Hello guys, my name is Blinkies. Today I wanted to put together a little bit of a guide on special supports. So I'm going to show you where to find these just really quick. So in the trade house, you can kind of come down here to items and then you can come to skills, and they have them in a couple of different categories that I wanted to talk about today. So they've got these medium skills, which are basically abilities that allow you to kind of quick cast or automate your skills. They've got magnificent and noble support skills, which is the focus of today's conversation. To kind of talk about these a little bit, they are special supports. Sorry, wrong spot. That go on your skill tree, but they tend to only allow placement in the third and fifth slot, right? So this character is really young, really new, really low level. So we don't have any of these set up right now, but you would put them there. So a few maybe to look at, right? So like this one, if we look at this, it's not gonna let me, hold up. Show me all of them. Hold on. So like if we come in here and take a look maybe at this one, as you can see here, this one can only be installed in the third slot. It's going to vary on the skill. What I wanted to talk a little bit more about was upgrading the skills. So you can kind of see this one is tier 0. And if we kind of get in here, some of these are going to have different skill levels. So you can see a lot of these are, tier 1, kind of single out the one that's the most expensive, if you will. This one's tier 5, right? You can tell by the 5 stars there right here. Okay. Um, what I want to talk about as far as that is, if you come all the way down here towards the bottom of the map, you can come here to the skill advancement section and you can upgrade these. Now, something to note is that the different tiers of the skill are going to have um, like different points associated with them, and you need to get 50 points for level 5. Okay. So, like, you would, need either 5 of these because each of the tier zeros are worth 10 points. All of the tier ones are worth 5 points. All of the tier twos are worth, I believe it's 2 points. So you would need 25 of those to get to the 50 points. Okay. So what's important to do is you can just kind of come through here. This is super easy to do. You just click, T0, T1, T2, and just see what's most cost effective, right? So if these, they're worth 5 points, you would need 10 of these. So just do some quick math, see what makes the most sense to upgrade it to 50 points, and you're there. Okay. Something else I wanted to talk about as far as the skills was also the activation mediums. These can be really useful. Just a few of them to name some simple ones, like the energy shield. This will activate once your energy shield goes below a certain interval. So you can see here at the bottom, 20 to 95%. If it goes below that, it'll trigger the skill. Okay. Like it'll automatically trigger the skill, which is really nice. This is how you kind of automate your character. Some other, ones that are pretty common are maybe like wind rhythm. Still attack is pretty common for characters like Rosa 2. This, is kind of like a motionless medium. So like this, whenever you stand still, it auto casts your skill, and you get this, by the way, for free when you defeat the Traveler Time Mark 7. But this is an upgraded version of that that has willpower, which is, kind of getting like 2 support skills kind of stacked onto one slot, which is really, really strong. Okay. But just really quickly, kind of wanted to return to those special supports, those noble and magnificent skills, is the frozen canvas. So you can come in here, you have to, this is obviously like a really low level version of it. You can come in here and you have to kind of paint your way, and then this is one way to get some, uh, skills, which is really nice. The other way is Path of the Brave, which I won't show you, and then the other one is you can get some low level supports by doing canvas in your star chart up here. So it's found right here. Okay. A lot of times I see people come down and they'll grab this mark right here. Please note that the highest tier affix you can get is a T2, so this is kind of more of an early game. You can make a little bit of money on this depending on which one it is. Usually not super great, but sometimes people will just come straight down and grab that. They'll like grab all of these because this gives you some paper off of bosses, and this is just an easy way to kind of get some good money early on in the season. Um, so yeah, just wanted to kind of highlight some of those. If you guys have any questions, put them in the chat, and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys, for your time. Have a good one.